Welcome to Beyond Church.
Oh.
We are here for Super Bowl weekend to make a super delicious meal. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notifications, follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah. So we're going to have a good time doing something I love to do, something my family loves doing. One, that's eating. But in order to eat, you got to cook. So we're going to be making a delicious Zuppa Toscana this afternoon. Let's get started.
Just like each ingredient belongs in this soup in order to make it amazing, each of us belongs in community in order to make it all that God intended for it to be.
And as you can see, we have our key ingredients here to make our soup delicious. And just like these key ingredients are important, we have at Beyond Church key ingredients too. And those are just three things: that we belong in community, behold Jesus, and believe beyond what we can imagine. And we're going to just start with actually some bacon. We're just going to get this. It's already been cut up, so this is good. We're going to get it sizzling. You need a hot, get that dripping going, and then we're going to add some onions and flour. And so this is how we start our delicious soup. So the next thing we're going to do is I've already taken out, as you can tell, I've already taken out the bacon that has already been browned, and so it's looking great, nice and crispy. And I kept just a little bit of the drippings in there. Oh, and before I do the meat, let's add the onions. Don't you think, Avery?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do the onions. Here we go.
Oh, and also an interesting fact about onions is that if you put bread in your mouth, you will not cry.
That's right.
I love that Brandon mentioned key ingredients. Not just the key ingredients for this soup that smells amazing, but the key ingredients for Beyond. It really reminded me of a scripture in the Bible found in 1 Corinthians chapter 12. One of the later verses says, "All of us together are Christ's body, and each of us is part of it." Wow. How similar is that to this analogy that we've been going through today? This bacon bomb literally can't say to the kale, "Hey, I'm bacon, you're not, you don't belong." The kale can't say to the bacon, "Hey, you don't belong in this soup." Each of these ingredients has a part to play in order for this soup to be the very best that it can possibly be. We each have our own gifts. We each have our own role to play in community.
Now we're almost done. We have the sausage cooking in the back with the onions, and it's all getting in good with the drippings, a little dripping from the bacon. And so while that's cooking, what we're going to do next is going to add a little of the flour. We're going to remove the meat and the onions, and the drippings that are left, we're going to add the flour to that, give that a mix, and then we're going to slowly add our chicken broth. And as you guessed it, we're making a little small roux. So we're going to do that and then let that cook. Add the potatoes. Let the potatoes cook for about 10 minutes. And as you can notice, these are have been thinly sliced. And so that makes sure they kind of cook, perfectly. It won't take them a long time. They'll cook evenly and it won't take long. And then we'll be adding the cream, and we'll close everything off with what is this called again, Avery? What vegetable is this called?
Kale.
Kale. We'll close off with the kale.
Each ingredient, though different, adds its own special touch to the soup. Without it, we know something is missing. If we forget the kale, like what actually happened to us today, Brandon forgot the kale, it meant an extra grocery store stop. Like, we're not going to make this soup without the kale. So what does it mean to be in community? For me, it means that inevitably the highs and the lows that we face as we journey through life, I don't have to face them alone. Sometimes that looks like enjoying a delicious soup Super Bowl weekend with friends or family. Sometimes that looks like holding me accountable to the boundaries that I've set in order to protect my mental health. Sometimes it looks like a check-in when I'm at my wit's end with parenting. And sometimes it means leaning in when things get uncomfortable, cringy, and even offensive. I don't know if you all noticed earlier when Brandon had to make that spoon switch when he was making the soup. He realized, wait a minute, I need my wooden spoon because it's getting sticky in here. It's getting hot. I want to make sure things are moving smoothly. Sometimes it means leaning in, even when things get sticky in conversation, and adding extra love, extra accountability, extra grace, going for justice, all of those things that we know matter to the Lord who loves us. Hey, you belong in community. We belong in community together. So we want to meet you. We want to sit down, whether it's virtually or in person, over coffee, to connect with one another, to get to know you, and so that we can share more about Beyond, and so that we can hear your story.
I belong in community.
I belong in community.
You belong here.
God is doing a new thing in North Montana and beyond, and we're so excited to be able to share that with you. Stay connected with us so that we can share all that's coming in the future.
Okay, let's check it out and see how it's doing. Oh, this is what we're looking for. You know, you see the kale has incorporated nice the potatoes, and it's that nice creamy color that we're going for. The chunks of sausage have come up to the top as well. It smells delicious. And what you want to do now is just add a little bit of pepper. And if you like it on the spicy end, you know, you can even utilize, a spicy Italian sausage. But you also want to add a little salt. Just add it at the end, give it a taste, but it smells delightful. And there you have it, a nice Zuppa Toscana that you can enjoy on game day, with family, with friends, and I certainly do hope to meet you soon. Thank you so much for watching.
We hope you can enjoy this delicious soup with someone that you know, whether that's around the table together or even a drop-off like, hey, I thought about you, here's some soup and some Tupperware. Enjoy. We look forward to seeing you as we belong in community, behold Jesus, and believe beyond what we can imagine.